TikTok ban may be imminent, and of course today we're going to break down a whole slew of tokens and projects that you want to watch for as this plays out. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into Tech Path. Let's go into a couple of points here. Of course, the TikTok ban hitting in just a few days, 4 days away, 4 hours, 51 minutes as we record this. Basically, it's going to happen on Sunday. The Supreme Court will come in and make their decision, their final decision, which they've already given the indicator as what that's going to be. The other thing you look at what's happening right now is because TikTok users are absolutely fleeing. I mean, they are leaving or at least trying to figure out an alternative in a very fast way. And of course, one of the reasons for that, you've got two very little known apps that have catapulted to the top of the app stores. One is RedNote, and the other, of course, is a Chinese TikTok version. Both of which, remember, Lemonade and RedNote are both Chinese, but Lemonade is actually ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok right now. So a lot of factors playing into that. Now, I'm going to go to a clip. This is a little bit more of a longer clip, but this will give you the urgency that's happening on TikTok right now. Take a look.
Say ni hao.
Ni hao! All right, you take that away from us. I'm going to go give my data directly to the Chinese government. I'm going to make sure they have it.
Americans, y'all are unmatched.
2 days. That's all it took.
You wake up in the morning and find that the platform is full of Americans.
They're calling us TikTok refugees. The CEO literally put out like a video and he was like, raise your hand if you're a victim of the TikTok ban.
I really hope you will stay.
You're gonna live with me now. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you.
Help! Help!
Okay, it is to my understanding that y'all have officially invaded my app.
The Chinese are now coming on TikTok to tell us how to operate RedNote.
So here we go. Get in, agree policy, click other login level, and use your Apple ID.
I'm so tired of logging into things.
If you're into skincare, type in 护肤. If you're into makeup or beauty in general, type in 美妆.
And then poor people, they're trying to explain to us what RedNote is used for, but we don't give a fuck.
And then there's this one's like, I'm sorry, but we have no choice.
People taking notes, remembering their favorite phrases.
去你的，去你的。
I know Kung Fu.
We're going over to RedNote. We need to be respectful.
Warshur Yiga Megoren. It means I am an American.
They've already started putting people out because people don't know how to act.
So we just gonna go make our videos and mind our business.
Sit your ass down. Don't break nothing. This is not your house.
I've been on RedNote for less than 24 hours and I've already been banned, so...
Oh, I got banned from Redback.
Somebody commented and said, hey, notice that you are a rapper. I'm gonna get off of here.
Let's prepare. First up, Lemonade. I like Lemonade, but it's basically a hybrid of like Pinterest and Instagram.
And shut the fuck up telling me about all these different apps. Don't nothing compare to TikTok, bitch. Not no motherfucking Lemon 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12.
Just use Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels is 99% TikToks.
Nothing is funny over there. Everything's so old. It's old circulated videos from like half a year ago.
Mark Zuckerberg is one of the key players behind this.
He's lobbying, being a little snake loser. Thought that everybody was going to go back to Meta once TikTok got bananaed, but all I see is everybody talking about how they're never going to go back to Meta.
I'm going straight to YouTube. I don't want nothing to do with Mike Zuckerberg.
I'm deleting those motherfucking apps also, as well in addition to, bitch. Because I think you had something to do with the demise of the clock app, bitch.
No one's going to want to hang out with you still, Mark.
Check out my hair. And also, this new chain. I'm a cool nerd now. Anyway.
Hi everyone, it's Shou here. I'm the CEO of TikTok. I'm here.
Ciao. The joke isn't funny no more. You talking about we not selling the company if they don't. Come on, we need a new video. You need to update us right now. I'm not playing with you because I'm about to lose my job.
All the creators of the dances come from America. You can't leave. We're gonna be cooked. We're gonna be finished.
Just let us watch our Chinese app on our Chinese phone, in our Chinese clothes, laying in our Chinese bed.
I surrender all my data to China.
Most of y'all think that this shit is funny. This shit ain't no game. I ain't fucking with the shit.
Even if you delete your content, they retain the rights to our content indefinitely.
Okay, so there you go. Sorry about that being so long. Our editing team just had to have fun with that. The point being is this is a pretty serious situation. Obviously, it does really invade the whole idea of security. And I think this is the factor that hopefully TikTok could still be saved. So there is a lot looking forward into this. Couple of points I want you to make a note on is this right here. Interest over time has started to skyrocket on searches. So people are really understanding this is going to have a major impact on them. So it is a big issue, and of course it is affecting about 170 million users. If you look at TikTok and the platform in which TikTok could reside, this is a platform within the Polkadot ecosystem called Frequency. As you can see, transactions starting to skyrocket over there. And if you look at Frequency in general, continuing to see growth in user counts. So a lot of new users. The likelihood of this actually becoming reality is getting more real and real by the day. I want to go to another clip real quick. This will get into maybe Frequency giving a little bit of insight here. Take a look. So as you can see, TikTok, it is there. The other one that is playing into this is the We Are 8 app, which starts running ads on the idea around the Web3 benefits. And this is important because when you look at decentralization of social media, that's really the goal of what Frank McCord and the companies around the Polkadot potential here of getting into TikTok will do, is it really is going to democratize your social media in a new way, in a very big way. So take a look at this.
We're putting the power of big tech back into the hands of the people. Every day you can see the top 8 creators and our special curated takeovers on the 8th stage. Then you swipe left to see everyone that you're following. Swipe left again to visit the Flows feed. And if you feel like it, tap on the golden 8 button and watch any ads you have available, and little golden money drops drop into your wallet. Pay it forward to communities and charities you love. Pay it out into your PayPal.
Yes! That's awesome!
So come on, join us and jump into the flow on We Are 8.
All right, so We Are 8, that's riding on the Frequency platform right now. So that's the point we're getting at, is this is really going to change the way that you'll make money on social media in a digital ID ownership model where you own the data, you own all of your audience essentially. And it's a completely different than anything that you've experienced in traditional social media. Now, when you think about traditional social media, then you have to think about X and the last acquisition we saw, which was on Twitter. And of course, China now considers the option where Elon Musk would acquire TikTok. This was a rumor, and I think it was put to bed pretty quickly. In fact, if you look at a couple of the news reports, TikTok says the report of possible sale to Musk is pure fiction. So ByteDance saying absolutely not going to happen here. This is also a clip from Kevin O'Leary where he addresses this, because this got some legs underneath it. But listen to what Kevin had to say.
China calls this report pure fiction. You're laughing. What do you make of it?
I expect to have one of these stories emerge every hour until the justices render their decision. We're the only syndicate that put a real bid in front of the company, in front of the bankers, in front of the shareholders, and in front of the Chinese government. That's what's important. People say, oh, it won't turn off on midnight. If you're Oracle and you see this act of Congress actually say at midnight on the 19th, you'll be in breach of it. You turn those servers off in Virginia. TikTok goes dark. We don't want to see that happen. Let's get them the 90-day stay and start engaging with us in this purchase.
The other thing that you have to consider is just the Supreme Court decision, which has already been made, but how they're going to execute on it. Take a look at this clip.
In 10 days, because this law was passed, TikTok cannot speak unless ByteDance executes a qualified divestiture.
But just on the data collection, that seems like a huge concern for the future of the country.
Unless there's a divestiture, unless President Trump exercises his authority to extend it by night, but he can't do that on January 19th. And on January 19th, as I understand it, we shut down.
I mean, you keep saying shut down. The law doesn't say TikTok has to shut down. It says ByteDance has to divest. If ByteDance divested TikTok, we wouldn't be here, right?
If ByteDance doesn't exercise a qualified divestiture, you have to go mute. You cannot speak at all.
No, I don't think it says that, though. I mean, if TikTok were to post divestiture, come up with its own algorithm, then when the divestiture happened, it could still operate. It doesn't say TikTok you
I
can't
think that's
speak.
theoretical.
No,
We have
but
to change our
the
speech.
fact that that's true suggests that you're wrong about the statute being read as saying TikTok you have to go mute.
Because the statute only says to this foreign company, divest or else, and leaves TikTok with the ability to do what every other actor in the United States can do, which is go find the best available algorithm. You know, maybe ByteDance will figure out a way to like put this on open source, and then TikTok will be able to use the algorithm.
So, Your Honor,
So that was just Justice Alina Kagan that said that open source. That would be right into the arms of what's happening with Frank McCourt and the Polkadot team, and obviously with Frequency. And Frank McCourt goes in a little bit further, and he actually delivers, I think, a compelling statement here. Take a look.
And so far, what we've heard is that they have received our offer. They have acknowledged that they've received the offer, but we haven't heard a response to the offer.
I have heard the value put at, this is for the U.S. arm, anywhere from $40 billion to $150 billion, but nobody really knows because it's a Chinese company.
It's far less than that, Liz.
Well, we understand you're offering $20 billion. Am I close?
You're close.
Okay. Any insight into their conversation?
Bottom line is President-elect Trump would like to see the app stay lit up. I think now he understands it can be kept alive and still protect American citizens. Separating the user base and their data from the back end.
All right, so with all of this happening, there's going to be a handful of projects and technologies, blockchain projects out there that are going to play into this. And whether it's one way or the other, because there are some other scenarios that could play out, and I'll get to that in a second. But if you look at CoinMarketCap, Polkadot right now holding the number 18 slot. If they were to if this gets acquired by Frank McCourt, Kevin O'Leary, and what they're doing over there, then the likelihood of Polkadot starting to see a very large move in the charts, that's a real deal. Remember, this is a sea change in social media. Many people do not understand what this really means for democratized social media. This is the beginning of something very big, if in fact that it does happen. And really, I think at this point, it's going to happen in one way or the other. The question is whether or not it's going to be on blockchain going forward. You look at the number of transfers right now. The other two projects that we're watching very closely is NeuroWeb and Fala. Fala Network, you've heard me talk about before. Another one that is also declining in terms of number of transactions. All of this riding within the Polkadot ecosystem that will be part of the future of where social media is going to be going. If this does happen, you have to also consider what is going to be the meme impact on this. Now, Polkadot doesn't really have a huge meme token out there, but there could be something that starts to brew within the Polkadot ecosystem. Here's Dog with Dots. This is WFID. One to watch, not saying anything on any of these. Again, these are not investments. I'm just saying these are the technologies that we're watching very closely within this research that could be affected by a lot of what's happening. And if you just look at the number of transfers right now also on Polkadot within the Mythos chain, this is the other one that we're watching very closely. Now remember, Mythical Games, Mythos, that's another project that we like here in terms of where this effect could play out within all of the scenarios. So another one to keep an eye on. I know I'm going through a lot of these really quickly, just so you remember, Mythos, NFL Rivals, all that was tied together. So just so you understand, there's a lot of the framework already in place. It's not like you're going to have to go out and create this from scratch. Frank McCourt knows that. Kevin O'Leary understands that. This is going to switch quickly. Now, they're talking about the algorithm not coming with it, and they believe that they can create something quicker and more efficient and be U.S. approved. I think that's the factor going forward. So as we play out on all of this, just looking at the daily chart real quickly, here on Polkadot, somewhat sideways. I would say this is still being undetermined of where this market is going to go. Dot will, I think, have the most impact. If this happens, if Polkadot and TikTok get together and we get a truly decentralized social media, TikTok may be the place to be. So just watch all of this play out. It's going to happen literally in less than a week. We're going to know how this is going to play out.